Hi, and welcome back. Today, I thought I would work on a power supply problem I have, and I thought I'd clean up the wires on a couple of my radios or one of my radios that I just have electrical tape on. So let's go over to the power supply and I'll show you the issue I'm having with it. I have two power supplies here. I have my pile switching power supply, which is fine. My connectors here are good and solid. But if we go over here to the pyramid, my regulated power supply, I've always had an issue with the connectors here. They're stripped inside. Let's pull this off here. Inside, I don't know if you can see it, but inside the nut here, they're stripped and they won't tighten very firmly on the bolts that come out. So we're going to take a look at that and see if we can fix that. And then also, another issue I'm having with one of my radios here. Let's take the other one off here. Not really an issue, but as you can see on my connection here, I just have electrical tape. I want to redo that, solder the wires, and put some shrink wrap on it to make a better connection. All right, so we have the power wire here, and we're going to solder these together. And I think I said shrink wrap, I meant heat shrink wrap that we're going to put on this. So let's go ahead and solder it, cover it up, and then let's go look at the power supply and see what we can do to fix that. All right, we got a nice connection there. I think I'll wrap it in a little bit of electrical tape to keep the wires together. And let's move on to the power supply problem. Now, I couldn't find any nuts that would have the correct thread size for this. So all I really need is for these to bite down. So I'm thinking I might wrap a little electrical tape on the end here, just to give these threads something to bite down onto. So let's go ahead and try that. All right, so as you can see, I just wrapped a little electrical tape around there, and that should give these nuts here something to grab onto. So let's go ahead and install it. All right, so we have it back together, and it worked surprisingly well. The screws tightened down pretty tight. Those are on very securely. That'll do until I can track down some replacement nuts here for the bolts that come out of the power supply. There's got to be somewhere I can buy them. I just haven't been able to find them. But for now, that's working well. It's on there very tight, and I think it'll hold fine until I can find the replacement nuts. I turned my radio back on. Oh, it's coming back a little, but I notice the bands are, the frequencies are pretty quiet right now. Seeing that the band is pretty quiet, I went over to spaceweather.com and I can see that we have a G4 solar storm right now, which is categorized as a severe geomagnetic storm. If we head over to solar conditions and ham radio propagation, you can see that the entire band has poor conditions right now due to the geomagnetic storm. All right, radios are hooked back up to the power supply. They're working fine. We have a good solid connection until we can find those replacement caps. So, all is good. So until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.